Hi Aries, welcome to your weekly reading for the 16th through the 22nd of October. Hope you are still feeling that new moon solar eclipse energy and that it's bringing some sort of new direction when it comes to inspiration, your confidence, really igniting that inner flame that you have, Aries. And also too, the importance of the Strength card, because last week's energy was really about redefining how we show up for our relationships, and not just our relationships with others, but our relationship with ourselves, how we talk to ourselves, right? How we talk to others and how they're reflections of each other and how it all comes back to our shadow. So reminder, I feel like this is the universe trying to remind you that there is power in gentleness. So whatever new opportunity, whatever new spark of confidence or inspiration is coming to you, please be reminded of that, okay? And let's learn from our shadow. Let's learn the lessons so that we, take a step back before we react. There's a account on Facebook I follow, Moon Tarot. They had a wonderful explanation, and they said, think of your emotions as energy, okay? And instead of reacting, use that energy for action, not reaction. So when you do have a sense of that, instantaneous reaction energy, it's important to take a step back. And thank you, Tarot. It's important to have that emotional maturity and balance to rise above, okay? Because the King of Cups, he doesn't react, hastily with his emotions, right? He has his emotions in check. So he makes his decisions from a very high level of emotional maturity, all right? And also, too, it's a very nurturing energy. The King of Cups is a nurturing king, okay? So you can rule, again, it's that reminder of that power and gentleness. The King of Cups understands power in gentleness, right? And he's very self-disciplined, okay? It's that balance. He doesn't let his emotions rule him, if you will, but he does let he lets them guide him. So please keep that in mind, especially because of all of the intense energy from this past week with Pluto turning direct. I mean, we saw globally the effects of that. And also, that new moon solar eclipse, it's going to be enlightening, if you will, okay? And like we said, the Judgment era, it's about liberating ourselves, okay? And collectively. So please, please, please keep your intentions set on the greater good. Everybody deserves to shine. Everybody deserves to liberate themselves, okay? And that liberation, unfortunately, we're seeing in a tower moment, right? Collectively. So we really want to be on the lightning bolt of change. We do not want to stay connected to this Capricorn paradigm, all right? The top-down authoritative structures that dictate how we live. We know how we want to live, correct? And we want to live in peace. We want to live in harmony. We want to live where we all can, again, have access to food, water, and shelter, to clothing. So really see whatever new opportunity, because again, you're being reminded of the power of your fire. And I think I told Leos last week or the week before, when you think about your fire, right? And you think about the power of your fire, you don't want to burn other people with your fire. When you want to burn people, that's your shadow thinking it needs to protect you, right? So think of somebody, when cavemen first discovered fire and how they feared it. And then they realized, oh, this can provide warmth. This can provide light, So think of it like that way, of the power that your fire has and using that power in a positive way. All right? Using that fire inside you to provide warmth, to provide light, to provide comfort, not for people to fear, not to burn people with. That comes too sometimes, again, the nights being that impulsive, teenager energy, where your brain isn't fully developed, but it's developed enough where you want to charge forward. And balancing that with the King of Cups, maturity, okay? And don't be afraid of water. I keep telling the fire signs, do not be afraid of water. Water is powerful. And water, the power of water, we're really going to be seeing in this judgment era. And I think environmentally and just energetically. So water signs, also, if you have a lot of water in your chart, pay attention, because water signs, your energy is going to be pretty powerful. So yeah, just wanted to say that, because you know the world is going through some things right now. And as Pam Gregory always says, wonderful astrologer, stay on your eagle's perch, okay? Because all of this, you know, when you look at, again, the astrology, and please check out Pam Gregory's channel. She does a wonderful job explaining these energies. But at the end of the day, the ultimate goal is for us to release ourselves from the Capricorn paradigm. And unfortunately, a lot of us, our shadows, are connected to that. You know, collectively, the Capricorn paradigm's shadow collectively has this idea that it's keeping us safe and protected, and, you know, order and control. And we need structure, we need order, we need control, but not in the way that has been. So just had to get that off my chest. But use that fire, Aries, for the greater good. See the power in your gentleness and rise above the chaos, okay? We're still in Libra season. We still have the gift of that air lifting us up. So a reminder though, air with fire, and sometimes the fire can grow and get out of control. So again, a reminder of why it's important to stay connected to that motherly love, right? Having faith, but the biggest part of the faith card is do as you say, okay? And putting your beliefs into practice, all right? Because the Knight of Swords is about justice, is standing up for what you believe in. Now, something too, like I just said about the Knights, you know, is impulsive energy. Like sometimes that impulsive energy, you know, we speak things that we maybe don't need to speak. And we got to start to learn what battles are meant to be fought and what are meant to be walked away from, because that's a big challenge for everybody, honestly. Because again, collectively, especially if you see on social media, everybody seems to be very seem to be drawing lines in the sand. And again, you know, divide, conquer kind of type of energy, it seems like. So just keep your heart full of love and compassion, collectively and for yourself. But, you know, 8 of Coins popping up, you really need to keep your vibration high, okay? So really focus on that. You need to keep your vibration high. But yeah, so let's do some shuffling and see what we got here. While you keep your vibration high too, though, it's important not to identify the things that are going on in the world and send your, you know, highest vibration for the greater good. And again, connecting to all that information that's inside you. We don't want to just ignore it, right? We don't want to pretend it's not there, because that just allows the shadow to grow, okay? And so important. Okay, so collectively, when we ignore these things globally, we're just allowing the Capricorn shadow to grow, all right? And so really it's about us, again, that emotional maturity, that nurturing, loving energy, and getting rid of the old beliefs of the old paradigm. That was a very powerful message the tarot just gave. That was very important. So again, your shadow, I will be posting some shadow work videos soon, but a reminder, you know, your shadow is a projection. Your shadow thinks it's keeping you safe. It's a construct from childhood development. And collectively, you know, our collective shadow, this is like a, you know, last-ditch effort to keep our shadow, to keep us in order, and to, you know, keep us aligned with the fear and us versus them. And so really align yourself with that judgment era, okay? All right, so let's see what we got for Aries for October 16th through the 22nd, 2023. Yeah, you're really being called, and you might be feeling this just from that from that new moon solar eclipse, really being called to rise above and see, again, seeing how the power in your fire and how you can balance the power of your fire to protect others and yourself, but also to give the warmth and guidance and light that people need. I loved seeing that right now. That was amazing. Oh, perfect. Okay. Oh, amazing. Okay. So the energy coming in from last week into this week is the Nine of Swords. Now the Nine of Swords is, you know, those thoughts that keep you up at night, the worrying, the fear, questioning yourself, doubting everything. A reminder, a lot of us collectively are feeling this Nine of Swords energy, right? With everything that happened last week, and it's still happening this week and happens every week too. So a reminder too, the power of social media, right? So think about that too when you think about, you know, globally that events that go on, and then how some, for some reason, like some are specific to getting your attention and others aren't. So I love those seeing where this is heading, because I do feel that you are seeing through the facade, if you will. But also this is ruled by Mars and Gemini, okay? And Mars is how we assert ourselves, okay? And, you know, Gemini is just thought constantly. But the thing about Gemini is the twins, and Gemini can see both sides of things too, okay? So interestingly, you might be asserting yourself in the manner of seeing two sides of something. Okay. And then that is what's keeping you up at night. You know, like the constant battle. Like I visualized a tug of war, like a game of tug of war, and there's two sides pulling for your attention, or two sides for like, you know, come to our side or whatever, wherever the line goes. But, these thoughts, again, like instead of keeping them like the shadow of keeping this fear, transforming that, and again, like the alchemist style of transforming that into motivation. So this week's energy is the star. And if ever there was a time to wish upon a star, and not just for yourself, but again, for the collective, it is now. The star is Aquarius, okay? And think of the age of Aquarius, and think about all the things that are connected to the age of Aquarius, right? Understanding harmony, you know, living in peace. These are the things that we collectively want, okay? So again, the importance of not focusing so much on like the social media aspect, but grounding yourself and putting those intentions out there, just sending it out to the universe, like wishing upon a star, okay? Like go, like just looking at the sky and wishing for peace. But also this is you, like inspiration, hope, and making a wish for yourself, okay? Also, it represents clear vision. So you are seeing things clearly. And so whatever wish you need to make, now is the time. So a reminder, this is the tower after it collapsed. That's that Capricorn paradigm. The star is coming in to clear that energy and start something completely new. This is a whole new age, right? And again, it's the age of Aquarius. The star is like the age of Aquarius finally here. And we're seeing glimpses of it. And then again, you get pulled back. And reminder, Pluto just turned direct. So all of these things are directly in our face, like I said they were going to be. So just pay attention to keeping your vibration high, following your bliss, and making an important reminder to yourself to put those intentions out there for the collective. Because the fact that you have the Star and the Magician, two major arcana cards, this is beyond you, if you will, Aries, okay? And the Magician next week, you finally have, I shouldn't say you finally have, you've always had it in you, but you have the opportunity to really manifest. And again, collectively, I see this in a way of you communicating something, and this can be to the collective. So if you are an influencer, or if you have some sort of platform, and again, reminder of how you communicate, how you show your fire. You don't want people to fear your fire. That's the old Capricorn paradigm, okay? By like garnering followers by fear, you want to provide light and you want to provide warmth with your fire, okay? And the Magician knows that this success is through applied application of talents, right? And effort. Okay, so part of manifesting is doing the work. So you are being presented this opportunity, and again, in a pretty major way, I would say, which is pretty fantastic. So I'm going to do something new this week, and I'm going to pull a clarifier for each card. So let's pull a clarifier for the 9 of Swords. Why is the 9 of Swords here from last week? Why is the 9 of Swords here from last week? All right, why is the 9 of Swords here from last week? I mean, we know why the 9 of Swords is here from last week, but let's just see what the tarot has to say. Okay. Oh, funny. So I was going to shuffle these. Oh, my Lord. So I was going to shuffle these to get the card, but tarot was like, no, this is it. Okay, so the 9 of Swords is here because of the Justice card, okay? And again, this is the cause and effect, balance, Libra season, right? And again, Libra, solar eclipse, that shift. I mean, this is here because of the shift and the energy of justice. Wow, okay. Also, you know, the clarity. Like I said, I do believe that that 9 of Swords isn't so much just like negative, you know, shadow fear thinking. I think it's the idea of seeing, having clarity of thought, and that's what's causing you to question, to, again, like, get into that low vibration energy, okay? But let's see what the star, what's the star gonna bring Aries this week? The star. What is the star? What is the star going to bring Aries? All right. Okay, well, the star, you might need some rest, okay? So yes, like, keep that vibration high. And I think too, like, the 4 of Swords is really connecting to the idea of pausing, okay? So like I said, when you have this wonderful transition of power, but making sure you take time to pause and reflect. And again, put that energy out there off of social media. This person is not, you know, connected to anything but themselves. And taking time to recharge, but also, again, connecting to the universal collective unconscious with your intentions, okay? So let's see what the Aries collective can do with this Magician energy next week. Definitely, I think tarot right away saying main focus of emotional transformation. Okay, Aries, emotional transformation. All right. And not letting your fear get in the way. Yeah, this is good. This is really good for your emotional well-being and really being in touch with your motives, okay? Allowing for introspection. But again, when you're aligned with the motives that are connected to the fire, that gives warmth, that gives light, and seeing the power that it has. Also, like, I mean, the amount of water and blue and yeah. All right. So let us see here. What empowering question is going to empower Aries for the week of October 16th through the 22nd, 2023? All right. Yep. Definitely. Your empowering question is, what was I intended to do in this life? And again, wish upon that star, all right? Wish upon that star. What was I intended to do in this life? And what was the most courageous thing I've done, and how did it make me feel? So again, if you're wondering about that power of your fire, I've never seen a clearer sign of that. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Aries. If you did, please do like, comment, and share with other people you think it might resonate with. Also, please subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot so you get notifications of when new videos do pop up. Also, check out your sun, moon, and rising for a more in-depth look at the week. And a reminder, I'm asking everybody to take a look at their Pluto, since Pluto did turn direct, and also what house Libra rules in your chart. And if you don't know, I always link Pam Gregory's free birth chart in every video description. Yeah, I mean, keep your vibration high. That's the most important thing. Wish upon that star. I know the age of Aquarius is entering our lives. So have a wonderful week, Aries.